you used to. Yeah. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Alright, hi guys, my name is Dara and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Daraling Dialogues. Thank you so much for tuning in and just seeing what I have to say today. Decided to not do a makeup tutorial or any clothing hauls for a little bit because it's around finals time. I'm getting really stressed out with school. So I just decided to do something a little bit more laid back. So I put out some posts on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, allowing you guys to just ask me a few questions about what's been going on, my life the last few weeks, and I actually got a lot of questions. Some of you guys think I'm really weird. Got a lot of questions pertaining to some of the things I've been saying on Twitter. Been talking about my vision a lot to the point that people think that I'm trying to be Raven off That's So Raven. Don't come for me. Don't you ever come for me. But anyway, yeah, so my vision has to do with something that I would really like to see put in action here on the university that I attend, which is Indiana University Bloomington, Hoosiers all day. So yeah, let me give you guys a backstory on that and why that is. So over spring break, I did a leadership experience program. Basically, it's called Leadership. And me, myself, and 60 other students drove to Bradford Woods, which is about 30 minutes away from Bloomington. And we just spent 6 days together. So me and 60 strangers were in the woods. It's not Survivor. It's not none of that. It wasn't really roughing it. We were all in cabins. It was great. Came out really close, and a lot of us know a lot about each other now, which is great. It's funny. It's funny how that works. But yeah, so over this 6-day period, we were given a task to come up with a vision, something that we would like to see put in action in the world or just anywhere around us in order to make a change, something that we would like to be remembered by in the news, or if we were to pass on in when we pass on in 80 years, and just something that's really important to us. And so I brought up the issue of diversity and inclusion on the campus. And so basically, something that's really important to me because I feel like I'm a global citizen, so I really do care about all different cultures and all different types of people, all different types of perspectives. I can go on and on to you about that. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. But yeah, so that's something that I really would like to see put in place on the campus. A lot of people tend to blur the lines when it comes to diversity and inclusion. People think that if there's diversity, then there must be inclusion, because but that's really not it. And quite honestly, I thought that too. But diversity is just the act of there being different groups of people, different perspectives, versus inclusion is those people actually being included in different things and things that they wouldn't necessarily be included in, collaboration between different groups of people, cultures, etc. So that's something that I would really like to see enacted on this campus. And I feel like it's most important to me because I am a global citizen. I don't know how many of you know that I was born in New Delhi, India, but I am Nigerian. And so about 9 years ago, I moved here to the United States with my family, and I've just been here ever since. And so although I've never been in a place where I'm the majority or where people like me, so like Nigerians or African Americans, so coming to Indiana University wasn't much of a culture shock to me because I've never been the majority. I've never had to looked around and there have been so many people who look like me. So it wasn't so much that, but it wasn't until a few months ago where a lot of issues were being risen about racial climate on this campus. And I didn't really think it was an issue, but I was in for a surprise. I didn't know some of the things that were going on this campus. There have been some really bad things happen on this campus that deal with race, just like really petty, immature things. And I didn't realize that that's the type of atmosphere I was living in. I felt like everybody was cool with each other. Everybody was appreciative because Indiana University really advertises diversity. That's one of the reasons I came here. I visited IU as a sophomore in high school, and I was just surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many different people. I see a group of Indians over there. I see Africans over here. Oh my gosh, it's about to be lit. I'm about to have so much fun. And so that's the picture that I had coming in. It wasn't until literally 4 months ago when I realized that, yeah, there's a lot of different groups of people here, but a lot of those people are very segregated. Africans only hang out with Africans for the most part. Indians only hang out with Indians for the most part. And so on and so forth. So I want to see more people integrate with each other because, quite honestly, as far as minorities, I feel like minorities have a lot more in common with each other. And I feel like if that gap were to be bridged, there would be so much, there would be, it would just be a great world. I'm not trying to be like a kumbaya type of person or whatever, but like I just feel like integration, diversity and inclusion is something that's really important to everybody's like growth, whether it be them growing academically, professionally, or personally. I feel like that really opens up your eyes and allows everybody to see different perspectives and just gives you a new view on the world, and then also influence how you act and behavior you have towards people that are different from you. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people have an issue with, not because they maybe refuse, but maybe they weren't given the chance to be able to experience that. So something that I would like to do is just help organizations on this campus work together with each other. So I would like to start off with the multicultural organizations, so like African Student Association or the Asian Student Association, the Indian Student Association, and so on forth like that. I keep saying African Indian because I'm African and Indian, so it's just the first thing that my mind goes to, but really everybody, because I feel like once we're able to break the stigmas between each of those different cultures, each of those different groups of people, then once they come together, it'll be so much easier to penetrate or to influence others in this thought process of like thinking differently and acting differently towards other people who you wouldn't necessarily get the chance to talk to on a daily basis. So that's why my vision is important to me. It's something that I'm really working hard on. I've been taking a lot of steps, which, hush, hush, can't say nothing yet. I'm taking a lot of steps to be able to make sure that I will have that sort of impact on this campus. Whether it be small, I still think it's very important for everybody to be given the chance to understand others. I think many a time, because we're a lot of people are so pigeonholed in the groups of people that they're already with, they're maybe not given the chance to really get to know others. And so I feel like if I were to be able to create programs in which more students can meet each other and talk to each other and really just get an understanding of each other's cultures, then it would be so much easier to separate the people who refuse to think differently and act differently versus the people who weren't given a chance to do that in the first place. And so, quite honestly, in a perfect world, I would like create a program based on leadership, just a macro scale leadership where people who wouldn't necessarily be able to talk to each other or just wouldn't roll in each other's circles to begin with have an opportunity to talk to each other and just learn more about each other. It's other people who have come up with ideas like this who have made me the person I am today, who have inspired me to push this dream. So this goal, this vision. Oh my, that's so Raven again. So yeah, that was what my vision's about. And I hope this was I hope you guys enjoyed this talk and really understand now where I'm like going with that. And put down in the comment section what you'd like the next video to be on. There will be specs on my hair, my makeup, and what I'm wearing today, because y'all be asking, y'all be on me all the time, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!